Hi, I'm Luke Gilfillan. Welcome to the Lounge with Luke Gilfillan. Alrighty, so we're gonna get into the Russia thing and then maybe do a book review if we have time. But first, yesterday I failed to get the full name of Evelyn Chizzo across during the podcast, so I'm gonna start this one off with her obituary, which I'm just gonna read off for you guys. Evelyn Lewis Chizzo was born on April 28, 2003 in Oak Park, Illinois to Andy and Sarah Chizzo. She became a child of God on June 1st, 2003 in Holy Baptism at St. John Lutheran's Church in LaGrange, Illinois. Evie attended school at Holmes Elementary School, Gwendolyn Brooks Middle School, and Oak Park River Forest High School. Her school life was enriched by many caring teachers, aides, bus drivers, classmates, and best buddies. Evie attended church at Grace Lutheran in River Forest, Illinois, where she enjoyed a loving, caring community of believers. Evelyn went to be with Jesus on November 20th, 2018. Evie touched all who knew her with her smile and loving ways. Everyone who was blessed by knowing Evie was a better person because of her. She was a precious gift to God and will always be impacted by the love she gave us. She always brought out the best in everyone she met. Evie is survived by her parents, Andy and Sarah Chizzo, sisters Natalie, Audrey, and Vera, grandmas Marilyn Chizzo and Marnie Smith, aunts, uncles, and cousins. She is preceded in death by two grandfathers, Steve Chizzo and Reverend David Smith, as well as great-grandmother Vera Weishoff. Memorials may be sent to Grace Lutheran Church and Schools, 7300 Division Street, River Forest, Illinois, 60305, or Camp Luther, 18889 Quebec Road, 3 Lakes, Wisconsin, 54562. Visitation for Evelyn is Friday, November 23rd, 2018, from 3 o'clock to 7 p.m. Friends and family will meet at the church later that day. Yeah, so I just wanted to start it off with that. I sort of briefly touched over it yesterday. So we'll get into the Russia thing now. So basically it could be divided into two parts. There is the part where they accuse Michael Cohen, who was President Trump's attorney for a while, of working with the Russians and violating certain things. And then the second concerns payoffs to certain women that Trump wanted to silence during the campaign. They're going to go after Trump for campaign violations on that. So, yeah, let's just get into it. So, first thing, that's the Russia stuff. So Mueller begins the memo by stating that Cohen's crime was serious, Michael Cohen. According to the special counsel's office, Cohen apparently withheld information that was part of investigations into the Russian interference in the 2016 U.S. election, which may have been why his apartment was raided, or I'm pretty sure it was his apartment, over the summer. Honestly, I have no idea. The timelines have been completely messed up because some things feel like it was months ago. Like the Jamal Khashoggi, it feels like that was months ago, but it was like 3 weeks ago that happened. It's kind of crazy how fast the timelines go in terms of news. So yeah, they say that Cohen withheld information into the investigation, and it says that his lies were deliberate and premeditated, so he had planned to lie to these people about the information and all that. So, Robert Mueller is focusing on Cohen's lies about Moscow business. So they're going to go after him for lying about certain things, rather than doing things. Lying something, but, so according to the memo, Cohen lied to Congress about a business project, nicknamed the Moscow Project by them, that he worked on during the 2016 presidential campaign. while working for the Trump company and for Trump personally. The goal of the lies were allegedly to minimize links between the Moscow project and Individual One. Individual One is Trump, Donald Trump, and to give the false impression that the Moscow project had ended before the Iowa caucus and the first presidential primaries, hoping to limiting the ongoing Russian investigations being conducted by Congress and the SCO. According to Mueller, Cohen's lies obscured the fact that the Moscow project was a lucrative business opportunity that sought and likely required the assistance of the Russian government. If the project was completed, the company could have received hundreds of millions of dollars from Russian sources in licensing fees and other revenues. Mueller says that Cohen worked on the project and discussed it with Trump well into the campaign. That adds that Cohen, during the campaign, had a substantive telephone call about the project with an assistant to the press secretary for the president of Russia. It's weird. Usually a press secretary wouldn't conduct this business. I'm not sure how it works in Russia, but usually the press secretary, at least here, they just talk to people and stuff. Mueller says that the Cohen would have benefited from the deal, and in a footnote points out that Trump had personally approved reaching out to Russia before a meeting with Putin during Putin's visit to the United Nations in 2015. Another thing, according to the memo, the defendant also provided information about attempts by other Russian nationals to reach the campaign. For example, in or around November 2015, Cohen received the contact information for and spoke with a Russian national who claimed to be a trusted person in the Russian Federation who could offer the campaign political synergy and synergy on a government level. That person wanted to meet with Trump and told Cohen that meeting could have had a phenomenal impact, not only in political but in a business dimension as well. Cohen did not follow up on any particular reach out. So, another big takeaway from this part of the memo was that during the first part of the memo, there is no allegation that Trump himself broke the law. It mostly just goes after Michael Cohen for lying. And then the second part. So, that part regards President Trump's campaign and payoffs to women, including Stormy Daniels. So, according to the filing, Cohen committed 4 distinct federal crimes. Did I already read this? I did not. Okay. Cohen committed 4 distinct federal crimes over the period of several years. He was motivated to do so by personal greed and repeatedly used his power and influence for deceptive ends. They refused to call him a cooperating witness, which I'm not really a lawyer, so I'm not sure what meaning that has, and add that he should go to jail for a substantial period of time. The sentence that they suggest is between 51 and 63 months, which is 5 years. And then they're also going after Cohen for illegal campaign contributions. I actually think this might lead to something, because, I don't know, I just think it will. The wages of Stormy Daniels are jail. I'm not sure what that... okay. The SDNY accuses Cohen of having a campaign email address and of advising the campaign. They claim that Cohen played a central role in 2 similar schemes to purchase the rights to stories of women who Trump had either affairs with or whatever with, so as to suppress the stories and thereby prevent them from influencing the election. The SDNY says that Cohen acted with the intent to influence the 2016 presidential election, that he coordinated with campaign members, and he acted in coordination with at the direction of Individual One. So Individual One is Trump. Why don't I just say Trump? We're at 9 minutes. It's pretty crazy. So if Trump were to order the use of campaign funds to be given to these people, that would be mismanagement of campaign funds or campaign violations. And then Cohen coordinated with the executives of the Trump company to pay off women, and the company then came up with a false invoice scheme to reimburse him. So it would be mismanaging of campaign funds, which could lead to something. I don't think I don't think it would lead to impeachment. Because, I mean, we knew that something like this was happening going into the election. I don't know. Either way, that's all the news for today. We're probably not going to do a book review. We already hit 10 minutes, so yeah, thanks for listening. I might have this up on Apple Podcasts sometime by next week. I'll also work on changing the outro because I'm sure it's getting a little repetitive. Probably put in like music in there or something. Maybe change the intro music. Probably not though. Yeah, thanks for listening and goodbye. Hi there, thanks for listening, and make sure to give me some feedback in the comment section. Dislike this video and subscribe to the channel. My Patreon link is in the description, as well as my YouTube bio. Please donate to that so I can pay back the mob for the recording equipment I got from them so that they don't send Vince to break my legs with a baton again. Also, all the errors in this podcast are in the description.